through their first 7 games is, Phil, I think we can all agree that defensively, they seem to be doing a pretty good job thus far of carrying the torch from 2024 into 2025. Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper kind of emerging as a legitimate NFL sack duo across the league.
Dynamic duo.
The running game, which was the bane of our existence in 2024 with, ironically, Javonte Williams, who we'll see this weekend in a Cowboys uniform and is doing the damn thing.
You see him?
Yeah, he is doing his thing.
And 100 yards and breaking off 60-yard runs.
Super frustrating. But J.K. Dobbins is here, and he's doing it at a pretty high level, consistently week in and week out. Still waiting for that R.J. Harvey, kind of role to materialize. But overall, the run game, way better than it was before. Bo Nix, not looking overall better, I think, than he was in 2024, where for the last 7 or 8 weeks of the season, he was a bona fide Rookie of the Year candidate. Yeah. We were talking about him neck and neck with Jaden Daniels, production-wise, rating-wise. Obviously, Jaden Daniels' team went further in the postseason and did what they did, and Brock Bowers had maybe the greatest rookie tight end season of all time. But it hasn't all come together in 2025 the way that we thought. The Broncos offense is averaging less points per game than they did during Bo's rookie season last year. Nix is ranked 19th in yards per game, 29th in yards per completion out of theoretically 32 starting quarterbacks, 24% in completion percentage, 24th in quarterback rating, and 22nd in QBR.
But yet, Richie, we're winning games, and he's finding a way to win in the fourth quarter. He's finding a way to come up big in the fourth quarter. 3 times in a row, he has made some type of pass, some type of play to put us in a situation to win. Against the Jets, it was hard to watch. But in that fourth quarter, he had a couple plays where we were able to get in the field goal range. Get the field goal, boom, we win that game. The Eagles, you come back, he had that fourth quarter comeback.
Outscored him 18-0.
Yeah, there you go. And Bo Nix had, made some plays there. And then, obviously, last Sunday against the Giants, 33 points in the fourth quarter, 2 touchdowns on the ground, 2 touchdowns with his arm. He's finding ways to win.
But
no, I'm just trying to add more context because you're saying how bad Bo Nix has done so far when it comes to now from.
I'm not saying it. There's a literal statistical fact.
But it's coming out of your mouth that you're relaying the stats. I'm not saying that it's you.
Well, it kind of sounds like you just said it was me.
I don't know where you stand with Bo.
Yeah,
I don't know where you stand with Bo.
You just watch yourself over there.
So, I just had to put that context in there as well. You're giving facts. You're giving facts. Bo Nix doesn't look like he did the guy that we saw last year. But also, we also have to understand that teams have a full year of film moving forward on how to stop Bo Nix or how to slow him down.
Is it fair to say that the Broncos, who are now 5-2, sitting in sole possession of first place in the AFC West and firmly in the mix in the AFC at large as we look ahead, several weeks down the road at the postseason picture, is it fair to say that offensively, in some key moments and situations, they've been good enough for a quarter here, a quarter there,
yeah,
but overall, it's not sustainably good enough to get where this team thinks they should and maybe will go?
Yeah, Richie, this is definitely not sustainable. You cannot continue to have fourth quarter comebacks. You cannot continue to go into games and have a horrible first 3 quarters and think you're going to win the game. All right, you can't do that against the Dallas Cowboys who are stacking up points every single game. You can't do that against the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, you can't do that against the Chargers when you play them again. Mm-hmm. So, no, this is not sustainable. We have to figure out what's going on with this offense. We have to figure out how to sustain drives, how to get some type of points. It doesn't always have to be touchdowns. But one, move the ball, keep the defense on the sideline so they can rest, but also generate some kind of explosive plays. Bo Nix, get the ball downfield, hit the middle of the field. Isn't that what Sean wanted? The time, the rhythm, the processing, being able to hit the middle of the field, and yet that's not what we're doing. We're not taking shots. You're not hitting the middle of the field. Everything is behind the line of scrimmage and a bunch of screens. I don't get it. I'm not understanding what's going on. I don't understand the rhythm, the rhyme, the reasoning to Sean Payton's madness when it comes to play calling at this point.
Here was Sean Payton's response when asked what the team will look at specifically in their film review of the game against the Giants.
Players haven't been in yet. When they come in, we'll have a chance to go through the tape. We gave up 5 or 6 3rd and 10 or 4th and long conversions defensively. That's nuts. Offensively, we really didn't amount to anything until we got into the end of the game, fourth quarter. Mental errors, mistakes, snaps, wrong reads, you name it. Thought we were better in the kicking game. We'll have a chance to watch that tape with them, kind of go through the whole game, and then go from there.
I think Sean Payton might have been making a statement there that was veiled in a pretty generic coach speak type of response. I think what I took away from that is Sean Payton saying something that, to be fair, some players in the locker room, namely Mike McGlinchey and others, have said, which is the problems for this offense are not my play calling. If I'm Sean Payton talking to the rest of the media, it's not my scheme and my system that's passed me by. It's the execution. We've got mental errors. We've got mistakes. We've got guys not lining up right. We've got guys not converting. We're making defensive mistakes that put us in a position to have to be more opportunistic offensively and then thus more predictable. And I think Sean Payton's pretty clearly saying there.
So you think he's pointing the finger at the players?
A little bit. Did you? Is that how you read it?
I'm with you, Richie. When you hear this, it's like, okay, defensively, you're saying what they did wrong. Offensively, you're saying what the players did wrong. But yet, you're not critiquing your own self.
Yeah.
You're not taking any type of blame and saying, hey, like, I have to be better as a coach.
Yeah.
That's
the
players,
first thing the players aren't running the 47 screen plays I call during the game.
No, but I will say this also. Players make plays. Players win games. That's what a coach thinks. And so it's like, if I call a play, make it look good. But then for Sean, it's like, put the players in the best situation possible. Help them out. But also take some of the fall. Take some of the blame when things are not going right. This is your offense. Your offense is not looking good. It hasn't looked good this whole year. That's not just on the players. Obviously, something is not right. Whether it's the run game, the pass game, or just finding your identity, you don't have one yet. And you should, because I've been screaming it since day one when we went to camp.
Yep.
But Sean doesn't want to listen. So now it's like, Sean, take some of the blame. And then you guys go back to work and you hash things out and you figure out how to make this work so that we can be successful offensively, so the defense can play their best because they're well rested. They have more rest to go out there and execute.
Phil, we reached a point during the Giants game on Sunday prior to the historic, epic, once-in-a-generation, may not see it again comeback that the Broncos mounted. We saw on social media Ben DiNucci, a former quarterback in Sean Payton's system, somebody who shared a room on a Sean Payton team.
And Davis Webb,
tweeting out, hey, it might be time for Sean to hand over the headset. It might be time to have somebody else call the plays. And that's going to continue to be a storyline, whether Sean likes it or agrees with it or not, until the offense finds a more consistent rhythm in quarters 1 through 3 and doesn't take the Tebow mania approach of just letting it loose and turning it around in the fourth quarter.
Well, and that's why Sean isn't taking the blame. Because if he takes the blame and says, hey, this is my fault, now all of us are going to be saying, hey, at some point, if this is your fault, it's time to change up. Let Davis Webb get his opportunity. Maybe you need to take a step back because you're the head coach. Take a step back and see it for what it is right now, and then go back to work or go back to calling plays when you feel like you have the rhythm down. But Sean's not going to do that. We know how stubborn Sean is. So that's why he's not sitting here at the podium saying, hey, I'm half to blame, which is ridiculous because it's like, dude, this is like we're all in this together. Yes, players make plays, players win games, but the coach, the offensive coordinator, they have to set you up for success. You're the one with the mastermind. You're the one with the game plan. You know all the strength to this team.